Multiple passions. Well, I have a lot of conflicting feelings and thoughts about this topic, mainly because of this society that we have where you're expected to have everything figured out by the age of 30. That you should know what you want to specialize in. That you should niche down to one single topic. Honestly, I don't know how many books I have read on the topic of self-development and how to succeed, and each and every one of them suggests similar tools. And that is, focus on one thing that you become really good at. And I have really also tried to do that. Trust me, I have done everything, and I have really tried to focus down on one thing to become really good at. But honestly, I felt quite miserable doing that, which led to me feeling like an outcast, that something was wrong with me. And everyone talked about how being disciplined was the trait to aim for. So, disciplined and being specialized in one area. And my parents are like that as well. Hardworking, disciplined, focused on one single task and specializing in one certain area. And all my friends are like that as well. And here I am, soon 34, and I still don't have my shit figured out. I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. I don't really find it meaningful to specialize in one single topic. Instead, I truly want to learn a little bit about everything and not the other way around. That is when I find my meaning and my purpose. And that is when I come alive. I currently work as an animal scientist on full time, but I also want to do other things, such as doing something creative, work with law enforcement or military, or being a lawyer, or perhaps doing public speaking or consultant or anything else, like being an actress or I don't know what. But I want to do so many things. And if I had all the money in the world, I would honestly study my whole life. I have so many interests that I want to pursue, but I have always been told to choose a selective few. That I need to choose something. Why? I personally feel like it's a loss of experience. A loss of opportunity to know more, to learn more, to understand more. That to me feels very restrictive. I have so many hobbies. Everything from like art, dog training, martial arts, to photography, to traveling, to experience new things. Well, basically anything. Writing, reading. I wish there were more of me who could experience many things as one being but in multiple persons. If that even makes any sense, I don't know. And I have always felt this shame about it, of having all these hobbies, that I can't really stick to just one or two of them, but I want to do everything. And only because it doesn't fit the norm. And I have always envied those people who just pop out in this world and just know right from the start that I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a dentist, or I want to be a singer, or I want to be a policeman, or whatever. They just knew right from the beginning what their true calling were. From the outside, it looks so much more simple when you know right from the start what kind of goal you have and what you truly want in life when you grow up. Because if you have one clear goal, that's like narrowing down on one focus instead of having all these multiple passions that I have. I could, for example, dedicate 1 to 3 months very intensive dedication to one hobby and then put it on a shelf for like 6 months while I do something else for 1 to 3 months. So I always rotate between my hobbies. So I don't know. And when I do it, then I can do that hobby for like 24/7, honestly, during that period of time. But at the same time, during those deep dives into one specific passion at that single moment, that made me feel fulfilled, alive. I felt like I expanded myself. So how can that be wrong? But at the same time, I need to make sure that all the basics are in place, such as income, paying my rent, having food on the table, etc. and etc. But doing the same thing over and over and over and over, day in and day out, it just kills me inside. And some days I feel so lost, while everyone around me have their figured out. While I sit here and can barely contain myself because of all the things that I want to do with my life. Or try, or experience. And yes, it is quite stressful to not have your figured out at my age. By not fulfilling this role in this norm that we have, that we should have our life figured out at this age. But recently I just felt like, you know what? F that. I'm done stressing about having my things figured out. Maybe I just feel miserable because I am surrounded by people who are very practical, are very disciplined, are very I want to be specialized in just this narrow field of area. I don't know. They are very goal oriented. They are very it's this thing or nothing else. While I am a creative soul deep within and I want to try new things. I want to know everything about everything, basically. Maybe I just need to surround myself with like-minded people to understand that I'm not alone in this and that it's totally okay to have various of hobbies and that you don't really know what to do when you grow up. I don't know, but I'm kind of done restricting myself to one niche, whether it's work-related or interest-related. I know that my soul soars when I allow myself to have all my multiple passions, without any shame regarding it. Maybe I'll just start calling myself multi-passionate entrepreneur or something like that instead. My goal now is to simply surround myself with people that are like-minded, people who inspire me, and people who sees the beauty in having multiple passions and who sees the beauty in having the curiosity to pursue all these passions. That is my goal.